Hello, welcome to Easy English. So after an unconventional and inconceivable year, I thought today we can look back at 2020 in searches, specifically what people in the UK googled the most in 2020. Let's go. In at number 10 is Rocket Man himself. Nope, not Elton John, but Kim Jong-Un. This search is probably due to our initial worry of World War III at the beginning of the year when North Korea was flexing its military muscle. However, the world was reportedly saved by none other than best friend and equally mad basketball legend Dennis Rodman. Talking of basketball, the 9th most googled is Kobe Bryant. The highly decorated basketball star died in a sudden helicopter crash in January. The UK is not a big basketball nation with only 7 British players to have ever played in the NBA, and the British version of the NBA only been founded in the late 80s. His sudden death had a surprisingly big impact in the UK. Number 8 is our first of many COVID-based searches. Eat Out to Help Out was a scheme created by the government to encourage customers back into restaurants, bars and cafes in August. Battling with decisions on saving the economy or lives, customers would receive a 50% discount worth up to £10 a person on meals at many participating outlets from Mondays to Wednesdays. Research showed that while saving many restaurants from closure, the scheme drove new COVID-19 infections up by between 8 to 17%. The 7th most googled thing in 2020 was Boris Johnson. A tough year for any Prime Minister, Boris had to handle incoming Brexit withdrawal deadlines, cabinet reshuffles, anti-racism protests, lockdowns, tier systems, a divorce, a new baby, and catching coronavirus himself. Coming in at number 6 is the Premier League. COVID restrictions hit the English league system, with the Premier League suspending matches for over 3 months, and the eventual winners Liverpool claiming their 19th title under Jurgen Klopp after waiting 30 years in an underwhelming end to the season. VAR, or the Virtual Assistant Referee, was also introduced, bringing in tedious and spiritless waiting times to add to my misery as a Manchester United supporter. Number 5 is Coronavirus Update. With new research, findings, cases, numbers coming in constantly, the government made many announcements changing rules and introducing a 3-tier system, later increasing to 4 and finally 3 national lockdowns. The people of Britain had to be on their toes to avoid breaking rules with work, exercise, meetups, taking the kids to school or even leaving the house. Number 4 follows on from this with people searching coronavirus symptoms. Things such as a dry cough, shortness of breath, a fever and muscle aches were the most common symptoms. However, the loss of taste and smell were the most bizarre and obvious signs of contracting COVID. Asymptomatic cases were also very common. So here are the top 3 searches in the UK. In at 3 is TV and radio presenter Caroline Flack. Known for dating Prince Harry and her presenting work for many UK shows such as Strictly Come Dancing, The X Factor and notably Love Island, Caroline Flack committed suicide in February, opening up talks and removing traditional stigmas and discrimination about mental health, whilst also questioning the impact and pressures of social media. Number 2 features our cousins from across the pond, the US election. The US went through its own tumultuous year, ending with an election as Joe Biden coming out as the eventual winner, despite the usual cries of fake news. The US will start the new year in the hands of the Democratic Party after beating the Republicans 306 to 232 electoral votes. And the number 1 most searched by the people of the United Kingdom, you probably guessed it, coronavirus. Life will never be the same again after the worldwide pandemic hit the UK hard in 2020. Our confirmed cases were some of the highest in the world at times, and our grandchildren will for sure marvel at our stories of toilet paper stockpiling, mass creation, bad haircuts, and wartime-like stories about heroes who save lives, making Zoom calls, gaining weight, and binging Tiger King. But actually, the real heroes that were and still are those working frontline jobs that we'll be forever grateful for. There you go. What did I miss? And what did you regularly search for during your time in 2020? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Eat to Help Out was a scheme created by the government. Pooch. God's sake. However, asymptomatic cases were also very common. asymptomatic. Oh, very excited. 3, 2, 1.